Yeah, because you were saying, why don't you address the things you're asking?
We're get into that.
Absolutely, please.
First question I have is we know Dame Dash, businessman, entrepreneur, right?
Chairman.
Worth close to 100 million at one time.
Never.
50 million, it says
Never.
online. 30 million?
I never had that much money to look at in my life.
They said that the net worth was about 30 to 50 million.
This is the thing. You guys believe the internet. You guys are adults that believe what you read and hear in the newspaper, and y'all talk the most shit. So you guys are talking about things with no research. That's not fair. See, the problem is, and this is actually, I want to keep it on you.
So my question, could you cut me a question?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
So my question
is, cut him off too, David.
I said sorry.
He did say sorry.
That's called. That's called.
You've been in therapy. You said sorry.
I always say sorry.
You say sorry.
I just don't. You haven't been here.
No, I haven't.
The thing is, he'll be cutting me off, and then I'll get triggered. I watch, and I was like, oh, because he cuts me off. That's what makes me.
So my question, as a businessman, entrepreneur, chairman, right, boss, you go from having a huge value to being in the negative. How does that happen from being a boss? Explain it down. Break that down for people that follow you, they aspire to be you.
I'm gonna tell you,
please.
So the reason why I filed was because I've had $20 million of taxes. First off, do you know anybody that paid $25 million of taxes in your life? Name one person you know.
I don't.
Yep. Okay, so why would I be the first? Nobody does that. That's what chapter is for. The problem with filing is black people don't file because they don't understand it. And that's why when you guys talk about things, I wish you'd really do your research. ChatGPT does exist. So if you really wanted to know how 50 bought it, ask ChatGPT. How could he have bought it? Who could he have bought it from? Did you hear an announcement in Deadline? Do you even read Deadline?
Yeah.
So then, if it wasn't in Deadline,
in Deadline several times.
You interrupted me. If you went to, if you were in debt, if you read Deadline, if you know about Deadline, why wasn't there an announcement in any trade magazines? There's not an announcement in the Wall Street Journal, the New York Times, or whatever trade, WWD.
Hello, Mike Check.
I can't believe it.
Why though? Because most of the
time, you didn't answer my question. Ask the question. I wanted to know how he got to a particular way you were in the negative. That was the question.
I'm gonna tell you. So again, number one, most companies aren't owned like rich people or rich families. They don't put anything in their name. They build their family office. So I filed because, again, I've had $20 million, 30 of taxes, but they don't bother me because in order to have $30 million means you made a lot. So in order to pay it back, I can't get a job to pay it back. I got to keep investing until I can pay it back. Nothing could be in my name. They put liens on all my accounts years ago. So that's why when they said there's nothing in your account, I don't have an account. How could I open one? They liened it. So I've been building my family office. So you have no assets. I have no assets, but my family, that's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? So I filed because you know that guy, Chris Brown, has been suing me. And I was going to make a bunch of very major family.
People listen, he's not talking about the artist and the singer Chris Brown.
Right.
People will think that. But
and I didn't mind you interrupting me to do that.
I apologize. I wanted to clear things up.
I appreciate that. So every time I was launching something with my family office, he sent a letter saying that, you know, I'd owe the money, but it was my family office, but it muddies the waters. So if you have a contract, especially working here, and somebody sent a bum letter, as soon as it's a lawyer, it shuts down. It muddies the waters. And I was about to make some major announcements. You want to hear one?
This new chair.
I'm now the chairman of Revolt right now. And I also, I have 15.
You don't deserve to be the chairman.
I got you. So I'm now the chairman of Revolt with a pathway. You see, because he wants to trigger me, and I want you to acknowledge that. So I'm now Cam's boss, the chairman of Revolt with a pathway to acquisition. I've been trying to buy Revolt.
How do we know this not Cam? We didn't see this on Deadline.
Can you stop yelling? Can you stop interrupting me, please? So Deadline didn't make the announcement for this particular situation. They didn't want to. I had an announcement I was going to make with BT, but Paramount stepped in and they said do it later. And they didn't want to be a part of this mess. But it will be in something. You know, this gets played tomorrow, so the announcement will be in the trades tomorrow. So I've been trying to buy Revolt, and I also just did a 25 episode deal for my podcast for Bosses Take Losses, and I'm putting all my content on Revolt.
Dope.
Yes, you know, so that I can see how to monetize. I have to put together a certain kind of a plan for acquisition. So in the next 30 days, I'm gonna just be a real chairman and play all these movies, and then I'm going to hopefully I'll stay the chairman, but I got to go make movies
Somebody would say how? How would you buy a report?
Why wouldn't you
Being a
say?
negative.
Why wouldn't you say congratulations?
We did say congratulations.
Oh, you don't seem excited.
Congratulations.
You have to understand
I'm
something.
waiting for it to come out of the deadline.
let me
and I'll
finish.
really be like, yo, yeah, I reposted.
Right.
But somebody would say, well,
Now
how-
you're going to be Mr. Research, but you asking me why 50 Cent, but you guys got fooled.
But if you're here
Wait, let me finish. Real quick. I'm announcing it the day before it's announced.
Mhm.
Remember that.
Right.
So I wasn't going to announce it and then say it here. I wouldn't have the, you know what I mean? So I did it and I timed it where it would come out when this comes out. So tomorrow there'll be an announcement.
Mhm.
Also, I'm putting, because I've already made my paid in full. I've made that
Need
already.
some sea
It's already trademarked. You don't have to clear the rights because we lived there. You know what I'm saying? So that movie's gonna come out. That TV show is gonna. I'm gonna start with the docuseries. You want to see the trailer?
Of course.
Because I've already made it. It's done.
Mhm.
But just back to what you're saying about money. Do y'all really think anybody? Oh shit! I'm a rookie. Do you think anybody actually uses their own money when they acquire something? Do you think that?
Sometimes.
That's ridiculous.
Sometimes people do.
Yo, I feel sorry for you, bro.
No, sometimes
But
people
you
do.
told us that. You said
No,
you
I didn't.
You said if you
You're
don't put
wrong.
up your own money,
I
you said
didn't.
if you don't put up your own money, you're not the boss.
And that's why I'm trying to tell you, nobody's a boy. I put up my own money. So let me ask you this. I think you guys have to get up. We'll do that again. Let me ask a quick question. If somebody gets a loan for $180 million, are they rich or broke?
No, they're not rich. They're
So
so responsible for
It's
that
a loan.
It's a loan.
So you don't think so if the billionaire that you think every billionaire you know, so if they have a loan for $100 million alone, and I have no debt, who got more money?
What happened? Say it again now.
If someone gives someone a loan for
Okay.
180 million,
Yes.
and I have no debt, who's worth more?
The billionaire. He's still a billionaire,
Who
regardless
has-
of loan or not.
You really think so?
A billionaire.
So someone that
compared
okay,
to-
let's do it
You're
again.
trying to
Okay,
say you because you have no debt.
let me
yourself?
make it a
But
little
he's a
more simple.
billionaire.
Hold on, let me make it a little more simple.
Okay.
Do you consider somebody rich if they have $180 million loan?
Depends on how much money they bring and how much profit they bring in. If a billionaire has $180 million loan,
No, yeah.
they're still a billionaire.
Yeah.
Not if they owe. Why? No,
you
they're
don't-
not.
you
How
don't-
do you wait? Let me. Have you ever been a billionaire?
I've never.
So
been
how
a
would you know?
Well, why
Because
not?
So why are you asking people that ain't never been doing it? But my point is-
no. I want to know what your perspective
But
was
here's
on a
my
loan.
perspective. If
Wait. You don't understand the question.
I do understand the question now.
So answer it.
if
If you,
somebody
if,
gave me $180 million
yeah,
loan,
you owe them 180. You got to work it. You know, a lot of people look good spending.
that's why
Wait, stop.
But that's why it's a loan.
A lot of
But I'm not
stop.
in debt until I can't pay it
You
back.
no, you are
I'm
in.
not broke until I can't pay
So
it
you
back.
never sold drugs, have you?
Yeah, I did.
So when some what
Quarter spoon.
quarter spoon? What is that? Nobody says quarter spoon. You didn't sell shit. Stop lying. You talking to ex drug? You already said quarter spoon.
I sold quarter spoon. I didn't say I was a kingpin.
Who did
Hey,
you want to
yo,
kill
Chad.
nothing? You was a pig
I
pin.
got this,
Let me
uh,
ask you a
sea
question.
moss that we made.
I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
Mama
not saying. I'm
Joe
just
made
saying the
sea
reason why you
moss.
don't understand something.
Put
The
a little
minute I
key
give you a
lime,
loan,
we blend the stuff.
you owe me.
We put it in
Yeah.
just a use.
and the more money I give
I
you, the
use jar,
nicer you
that's
have
it.
to be to me.
Just
You have to
use
do
jar.
whatever I
Just
say,
a
and that's the
regular
reason why I
jar
decided
jam.
to use my own money because they would try to give me money but
I
tell me
usually
what
put
to
it in a
do.
smoothie, but I'm just lazy.
I'm gonna
so
tell you
just gonna eat
something
it like
in
As
that.
long as I'm
Stop
paying, as
talking.
long as I'm paying the loan back, it's not a
You
problem.
I'm
triggering.
just gonna eat it like baby food.
You're trying to get me out of pocket.
No, but as long
If
as
you do
paying
that,
the
I'm gonna
loan
take a
back,
break
it's
and
not
go take a
problem.
joint because I don't want to argue with you. I want to stay respectful.
Okay.
Stop interrupting me.
This guy. I'm gonna give you the same respect you give in the room, but go ahead.
Ooh,
Continue on, Dave.
Thank you. You guys don't know about business, so don't talk so confidently about it because people might.
Yeah.
I'm
You cut
asking.
me off again.
We're asking you
Oh, my
questions,
God.
but you're not answering.
Jessica, they cut me off.
Yeah, they cut you
Can you
off.
talk to me? Tell me stop.
Yeah, I gotta chill in here because
All right, you right.
You don't
Jess.
say I'm bugging.
yeah, I know. Chill out, yo.
All
Just,
right, Jess, you right.
Stop. Just stop cutting me
My
off.
bad, Dave. You got it.
You don't know about business, and you say things. I said you can't say things you don't know and sound confident because people listen to you, and you get in the algorithm. Do your research before you start spreading things.
What did we say wrong?
What did we say wrong?
You said 50 got the rights. You just said it.
No,
I'm
I'm
talking
asking-
about-
I'm talking about
50
you,
got
and
the
you,
rights.
and you repost, and Dan reposted me. Hold on, you actually reposted me,
please.
and I asked the question.
You
Cut
gotta
it
come
out,
back.
man.
You gotta come. You gotta come back.
Stop
You gotta come
interrupting
back.
me. This is an interview. You keep interrupting.
Okay,
me.
I have a question.
Because look,
I didn't finish my thought.
Go ahead, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, finish it.
You see what's going on?
Mhm.
Now, if I started yelling, they be saying I'm bugging.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
this
finish
is,
your thought,
remember
Dave.
I told you this is how I get triggered. Just let me teach. If you don't know, listen. Listen to the teacher. I'm
Dave's
teaching
a-
you right now. Because this
Dave's
is a
a
business you don't know.
fool.
You've been in this room
hello,
for
Dave
30 years
Dash.
straight. So you're missing a lot of life.
Not really.
Well, then stop
You're just wrong.
You have a problem, but you're just wrong. On a respect level, you're wrong.
But go ahead. You're right.
Oh
Teach,
my
teach.
God.
I don't think you really got a
No,
lesson
let's do
plan.
this, let's do
Teach.
this. Every time you interrupt me, because you're so rich, you give me $20. Okay, can
No.
you do that? Because you know you got. So let me ask you another question. Do you think it's respectful when someone gives you their boundaries, you just break them and keep laughing? You think that's all right? I'm just asking.
Can I speak? I don't want to.
I'm giving. I just need an answer. This the only time you don't speak is when I ask you questions. Anyway, you guys shouldn't speak so confidently without doing research. This is what you're saying. I don't know. You're asking me. These are things you said. So I'm telling you right now, the reason why I filed was because I didn't want anybody to keep suing me, because he also kept suing me.
Mhm.
So now I can't get sued. And if you look at, did you read did you read the bankruptcy?
Yeah,
I read it.
Did you read at the end when it says who I'm gonna sue? It says who you're gonna sue, and it has a list of people. Did you read that?
She broke it down.
Right. So they can't sue me, but I can sue them now.
Mhm.
Chris, but what?
My question
You
now.
cut 'em off.
Yeah, I'd had to
No,
because
she,
now we're
no,
gonna
she
move on
didn't
to
do
another
anything.
subject.
She was fine.
We gonna-
You
okay,
guys
so
are
listen,
disrespectful.
While we're here on the bankruptcy, right?
Mhm.
So from what I learned in my research,
So now that I've said I'm on a pathway to acquisitions for chairman, y'all still think I'm broke? Just I don't get it.
Yeah, you can still
Yeah,
get
yeah,
a
yeah,
get a job.
and I just said I had. Okay, here's something else. So I have a deal with Simon
You
Schuster.
cut me off.
I'm sorry.
okay, so on the bankruptcy,
Mhm.
what happens if all of the debt isn't discharged? What do you do then?
It's a
Because
Chapter 7.
so for instance, Weber, the attorney,
Yeah.
he filed something this morning saying that what you claim is fraudulent.
Right.
That you know,
Right.
and
You know why that? You know why that is?
But wait, let me finish talking. And he's asking, and he's bringing the point that everything might not be discharged. So I'm at like, what happens in that?
It doesn't happen. He's a stupid. Allegedly, he's not the smartest light in the room. You got to think. They've been suing me all over the country. This one person, different people all over the country for 10 years. They sued me for over $500 million combined, and they only won $800,000 combined. They've been chasing that for 10 years. You know how much legal and law work that person's been doing? How much plotting he's been doing to collect that money, and he never collected? You know how mad he is right now? Now he doesn't get paid. So, of course, he's going to do that. But again, this is part of business. Just put your seatbelt on and watch how it plays out. But I've never filed before. Nothing. The reason why they think it's fraudulent, this is why I have to tell you this. You see how he's saying it's fraudulent? He'll go into the court and say I'm rich because he's trying to collect money. I've been telling y'all I was broke, right?
Mhm.
So that's the reason why. So I don't know what would happen if let's say everything in the judgment doesn't go, nothing's still in my name. There's still nothing to collect. Okay, let me ask you this. Do you know how many times Donald Trump filed?
Oh, a lot.
Yeah.
So then why?
But he's,
you know,
but he's known as a terrible businessman. But no, he's not.
he's the president.
Yeah, but sure, but
He's
he still was known as a terrible businessman. Actually, a con man.
Do you know how confidently dumb you sound? You're saying it's bad that he went bankrupt 6 times. He's a billionaire and he's the president.
But
And you
he's
still
known as
not
a terrible businessman and con artist.
Are you known as a good businessman?
I don't know.
Okay, well, you make a lot of money.
No,
So you've been doing this every day your whole life and you're not making no money?
nope.
And
Like you, Dan.
No, you're not like me.
What you mean? You say you don't have?
Do you have a
you say you
family
don't make a lot
office?
of money.
I bet my house is bigger than yours. I bet all my houses are bigger than you. I bet I have a better.
How old are you,
Stop.
man?
Now it's how old are you?
This is embarrassing.
You're embarrassed. Yeah, because yeah,
Come on, Dan.
I got you. I bet I'd like to see your view. Can you show me your view right now? Do you live in front of water?
You in my house?
A view of what you see when you relax, when you're not here every day. See, when you're
I'm
in
doing
it,
decent.
let me just finish. Let me just see your view. When you just now said, let's just go back to how ridiculous you are. The president filed for bankruptcy 8 times, still a billionaire. He's saying he's a bad businessman. You're just not that smart.
Okay.
And you have to acknowledge that. And you know why? You're not seeing the world. You know what happens when you have to go someplace? You're laughing. You know what happens when you have to go someplace every day at 4 a.m? You can't go nowhere. You got to be here every day. You've been 15 years. You've missed the whole world. You don't know what you're talking about. And you're saying it confidently. And you're in an algorithm where people actually believe you out of response. And why you think they keep you here? They want y'all to make us dumb.
But if you worked here, you
I would never work here. I would
$20
only.
million in debt.
What you
could
talking
actually
about?
pay your
I'm not.
debt and your child
I'm
support
not
if
in.
you
I'm
had-
not in debt.
if you had
Stop
money
right there.
coming in.
Stop right there. I'm not in debt at all now. are you talking about?
Oh, you paid it all out?
When you have this bankruptcy 7 is like getting hit by the cartel with 100 bricks and they die and you don't owe no more. I want you to ask someone that this is what you should do if you want to do something smart. Get a specialist, a lawyer
Right here.
in bankruptcy, and you
harsh.
ask them these questions.
This is harsh.
Get a professional up here, and then they'll tell you.
I
Why
gotta
ask
mix
me?
it through a smoother next
You know what I'm
time.
saying? Like, and then when he tells you you're dumb, you'll believe him. Anyway, the difference between you and I don't think you're a proper representation of the masculine black man. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you guys are.
I'm listening.
Okay.
Like, your OG is Wendy Williams. My OG is sitting right here. You see him?
Mhm.
And I'm gonna tell you why he's my OG. Because he killed anybody or any of those things. He just taught me how to be a better man.
Ah,
Wendy,
Can you
that's
stop?
funny, though.
Can you stop?
Wendy Williams is your OG.
Wasn't she your boss?
Yeah, at one point.
So she was your OG. She put you on, and you should give her grace, and you should also give her props out of respect.
Oh, I
But
do.
because we have different trauma, like we're different. Like I'm not the kind of guy that would I'd rather get my ass whipped than run. But you're proud that you ran.
Yeah.
I'd rather get my ass whipped. Let me ask you a question, Dan. You ever ran from a fight? What would happen if y'all heard that I ran from a fight? That's a masculine way of doing things. Now you don't see it that way. You
No.
like to play games. Like I'm not quite, because when you said kids, I was like, and it ain't no disrespect, but I kind of think you're gay. You just act a little gay.
You got a problem with gay people?
Not at all. I've got a problem with people that pretend they're not gay. So let me tell you why.
But what if
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you.
This is hilarious. I love
You're
what
gay.
doing. This is hilarious.
So what I'm saying is, you might, because you started in gossip, which is is very feminine, and you are acting like there's some degree of like you want people to listen to you, and that we want people that represent masculinity, because men need to be doing what they need to do as men. They don't need to be worried about girl stuff. Period.
What's
So
girl stuff?
talking about people that aren't in the room, that don't have anything to do with them, saying things confidently in front of millions of people and not saying anything. You know how many times I've seen people punk you? I would never let anybody talk to me certain way. I'd rather get my ass whipped. That's where we're different. We got different trauma. So you can't really look through my eyes, because you do
Words
things
bother you
different.
that much?
No, do I look bothered?
Yeah.
I'm bothered
Actually, you do.
what I'm bothered about is you're speaking in front of people confidently and you don't have the experience or the knowledge. And also, I'm afraid that white people think that we act like you. You're not dumb, but like, what's bugging me out?
What do you mean act like him? I just want you to
Yeah, I want to know.
I'm gonna say so. The way you keep interrupting me, the way you keep saying things that aren't true but don't know.
Like what? What did I say that's not true?
Let me say what I'm saying. I was still talking. Okay. So, because when y'all do that, I forget what I'm gonna say, because I'd be like, da, da, da.
You're not saying shit.
No,
dude.
you don't think. Of course, you don't think that. I think you're gay.
That's fine.
Whoa.
I do. I'm not gonna lie. After the puff stuff, because let me say this. This is my assessment.
Oh, damn, that's just
I've
crazy.
never heard you say one thing bad about Jay-Z. Not one.
He's not in the room. You shouldn't talk about it.
Don't tell me what to do.
You said you shouldn't talk about men
Now
when you're not in the
you're
room.
interrupting me.
Now you're doing the girl stuff.
I know
You don't want
him.
people
I'm
to
giving you
do
an
it.
example,
You
right?
used to know him.
Can I talk? You upset. Can I talk? Can I talk? I've never seen you say one word, because you talk bad about a lot of people, but you never said one time. And you walk around with his face on your chest. Is that a airplane shirt right now?
Been playing, yeah. I wore CEO stuff.
Can I finish? No, I never seen it. Let me finish.
What you mean?
Let me see.
You gave us
Can I
CEO
talk?
stuff.
Can I land the plane? Let me land the plane.
I can't wait.
Let me land the
I wanna see
plane.
your
So I'm
stuff.
thinking to myself, either you got a crush on this man or he's paying you. One or the other.
Mm.
Did you buy that shirt?
Yes.
You went and bought that? They didn't give it to you as much as you say
You're
nice
not supposed
things?
to support black business?
I doubt you bought that shirt.
What you mean?
Anyway,
And I buy CEO
so I
shirts too.
think you're gay. I'm sorry.
And I think
So
you're broke.
okay. I just okay.
I
think that.
I think it's kind of gay too.
I think
Well,
that.
I do have a
I
question.
think
though.
that. And no disrespect to gay, I just think,
I think you're broke.
Like I saw-
and that bothers you so much to get called broke by people.
I got you.
I do have a question.
I'm sure it does.
Right.
Raise your hand if you think Dan's broken. The room. Seriously.
They,
See, is this me and him?
but
You
this,
see bubble gum shit?
but this is the question though. This
Can I
is the
make my
question.
other announcement?
Yes,
Go
yes,
ahead.
yes.
I have a book
I was
deal.
talking. Though. You just cut me
I
off.
was talking. You just.
You
I have a book.
stop.
I want to make another
All right, go ahead,
announcement.
make an announcement.
I have a book deal with Simon Schuster.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I've already, and I, you know, the title of the book, I secured the rights for TV and all that. You know what the name of the book is?
What's the name of it?
Power.
Mm.
And I'm going to be putting a TV show on my own television network, Revolt. That's Power with no debt. And you're calling me broke because I have no debt. And you're telling me someone that gets $180 million loan is rich. You guys are dumb.
A billionaire is a
Dumb.
billionaire. It doesn't matter.
No, when you, how do you know he's a billionaire? How?
Because you-
Not him, anybody. How could you listen?
You
said you- wait, time out, stop for a second. That you call a billionaire. I said I
You
said
said a billionaire.
billionaires don't get loans. They have credit lines. I said,
That's what you said.
listen. I said the people that you think are billionaires. That's what I said.
So why you don't get a credit line?
How do you know my family office doesn't?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm asking a question. That was a
I'm not.
question.
I'm telling you right now. I run my family office. I signed a non-disclosure. I'm not allowed to talk about their business, but I can tell you this: when we do pay, because we just paid, and I hope I don't get in trouble, but we just paid like $600,000 in taxes, but they don't write about that. I had my family office had a lawsuit. Look at it. When you, the reason why you thought that my shit was getting taken because that was the Dash Group. That was my family office. We paid that. We pay those. I just don't.
That was the asset.
No, asset.
What
Those
was that?
okay. Let me explain the assets. Let me explain the assets in business, and I'm sure none of y'all know this. When you get a copyright, I get copyrights. I get copyrights so that no one